Thursday the 15th of Feb, sorry about the noise, I'm just making some coffee for my wife in the morning. And talking of noise, Trump's been outside the court, complaining, whinging, whining, and well, this is probably an easier sound on the ear than what you're about to hear. Why is former guy always a victim? Why is he always just using every opportunity to moan and complain when many say he's guilty?
Thank you very much. Everything that I've heard and read, even from legal scholars, said there is absolutely no case here. It's not a crime. This is not a crime. And when you look at what's going on outside of the streets, where violent crime is at an all-time high, I think it's it's a great double standard. The other thing, this case could have been brought 3 years ago. There is no case. They decided not to bring it. The district attorney Bragg didn't want to bring it. He said he doesn't want to bring this case. But it's not a crime. We're here for something that is not a crime. Nobody's ever seen anything like it. What it is election interference. It's being run by Joe Biden's White House. His top person was placed here in order to make sure everything goes right. This is a terrible time for our country. This is a real dark period for our country. It's a sad day for New York. They really do. Look, I love this city and I love this state. They have to focus on violent crime that's taking place outside. You have a new form of crime now. You have migrant crime. Migrants are trying to beat up our police officers. They're trying to do things that we've never seen before, actually. We are going to have a problem with, I call it Biden migrant crime, because you have millions of people came into this place, this country that has been so badly hurt, and they're doing things that nobody's ever seen before. So you have violent migrant crime, and they're after me for doing nothing wrong. You know, I paid almost $300 million in taxes over the period of time. $300 million. And they say, oh, let's get Trump out. You have people that, everything is politics in this city, including decisions and judges and everything else. It has to straighten out, and they have to focus on violent crime, not made-up crime. Thank you very much. We'll see you later.
Mr. President, can you expand on your NATO comments?
9:30, Trump is entering the courtroom. Red tie sits at defence table. All right, Judge McCann defends motion to miss. Judge McCann says, sure. Trump lawyer, yada, yada, yada. Trump lawyer, President Trump has been indicted. Trump lawyer, President Trump is innocent. Trump lawyer, until the week before last, blah, 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 blah. Judge McCann, you don't have a trial date in Florida. You are talking BS. I gave him the opportunity to appear virtually. Trump lawyer, yada, 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 blah, 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 blah. I'm still going to get paid, etc., etc., etc. Trump lawyer adds, the trial in D.C., blah, yada, yada, yada. We can't do this. Trump's innocent. If I say Trump's innocent enough, okay, the judge says I've heard enough, and Trump's lawyer goes, I've lost another case, but I'm still getting paid. And by the way, Trump didn't actually need to be in court this Thursday. It was all an opportunity to play the victim and project the normal level of, poor me, look what they're doing to those that literally, I would say, feed themselves non-stop on Fox and blue tick Twitter and get their normal Thursday Trumpism, or whatever it is they get off on. And by the way, boo-hoo, mushroom, the judge rejected your appeal. I think Stormy's having a good Thursday. I do think. And Michael Cohen.
He said he doesn't want to bring this case, but it's not a crime. We're here for something that is not a crime. Nobody's ever seen anything like it. What it is election interference. It's being run by Joe Biden's White House. His top person was placed here in order to make sure everything goes right. This is a terrible time for our country. This is a real dark period for our country. His top person, Colangelo and some others, have been placed into the DA's office to make sure they do a good job of election interference. There's never been anything like this in the history of our country. With all of this being said, I look outside, I look at the streets. It's so different from when I left New York. It's so different. It's dirty and it's crime-ridden. And today you walk down the street and you get mugged or you get shot. And they're doing this where literally legal experts, legal scholars said they don't understand it. There's no crime. And there was no crime here at all. This is just a way of hurting me in the election because I'm leading by a lot. We're leading by numbers that nobody's ever seen before. and they figured this is their way of cheating this time. Last time they had a different way. This time they have something that's really down and dirty that frankly, no country does other than a third world country, a banana republic. So we're going to do our process. They want to rush it because they want to get it desperately before the election. And if it goes before the election, that's what they want to do. They don't care. After the election, they wouldn't have brought this except for the fact, no way, except for the fact I'm running for president and doing well. If I were doing poorly, they wouldn't have brought it. And frankly, if I didn't run, they would have been extremely happy because they don't like me running and they don't like the numbers. The poll numbers have us beating him by a lot. So that's where we are. I'll talk to you later after. We don't know what's going to happen. We want delays. Obviously, I'm running for election. I can't. How can you run for election and be sitting in a courthouse in Manhattan all day long? I'm supposed to be in South Carolina right now, where other people are, and where, again, this is where I should be. I shouldn't be in a courthouse for something that virtually every legal scholar says they don't understand it. There's no crime. Even if he was guilty of something, there's no crime.
Who the hell knows? I never get credit. What? I never get credit. I don't know. Henry thinks I'm a very good speaker. But, you know, no, every rally, like this one, turns out they're all rallies. Because if we have 1,000 people, 10,000 people show up, they're all rallies. But they come by the thousands. We never have empty seats. We never have anything empty. We usually have to put screens like this outside so people can see. We did it in Nevada. We did it in New Hampshire. That's what's up. Let's compare the smoldering records of Bidenomics. How about that name, Bidenomics? With the incredible success we had just 3 years ago under President Trump on Maganomics. You ever hear that term? I just heard it. I just heard it. And I like it. I said, let's use it every once in a while. Let's use it in South Carolina.
Well, it wouldn't be a Trump rally on Feb 14th without mentioning Trump's... Did I just call him a chump? Trump's favourite female lawyer. I wonder if they'll be sharing a seat on Air Farts 1 tonight. Just saying, not going with any rumours, because Aliyah Yabba Dabba Doo is back talking. Well, is this legal stuff? Is this legal stuff?
This is insane. On this case, which I sat through trial, I can tell you, there is absolutely no facts that support their basis. We have been in 3 years of hell with this AG that ran on getting Trump before she even knew anything about Trump, got elected, and has made good on her promise. And now we've got a judge that's helping. It is beyond corrupt. And I'm telling you, there was absolutely, not only was there not evidence, there was evidence to the contrary. The evidence showed that the Trump organization helped the city of New York, employs thousands of people, pays hundreds of millions in employment taxes. And now they're going to push them out of a state that he helped build because politics. It's so sad, Eric. It's a really sad part of our country. And it's really made me disappointed in my bar. Yes, if I could file the appeal now, I would. You know, there's no surprises coming here. It's much of the same that we've seen in New York, and I'll be loud and booming right after we get the decision. I mean, I'm not, I don't have high hopes. I do believe that there is some, you know, ethics left. I hope that Judge Engoron sees through this, but quite honestly, I've seen it time and time again. I've been on weeks and weeks and weeks of trial in New York, and the corruption runs deep. The Trump derangement syndrome, frankly, runs even deeper. And they can't see straight. They can't apply law to fact. There was absolutely no laws broken. People made money. Their statements of financial conditions were undervalued, but they'll figure out a way, a loophole, even using a consumer fraud claim and not giving us a jury.
Mar-a-Lago. And he'll be here in just a little while. And when you see him, let's make sure on Valentine's Day we share our love for Donald J. Trump. What's up, John?